Do you know how the squad reacted to the defeat on Tuesday?
Yeah, we've reacted positively. We've gone over a bit of video and we've done a bit of work out in the grass, so we're looking forward now to the game on Sunday.
When you look at the fact it's the first defeat of the season, it's not a big disaster by any stretch of the imagination, but do you feel that the way in which the game's played, Rangers can play this offensive, exciting style against everybody, or will you maybe curb instincts and come up against a team of St Johnstone's quality in the future?
I think we'll need to learn from our mistakes and where we went wrong, but I don't think we're going to change the way we play for anyone or any opposition. I think this is the way we play, and we're not going to change that for anyone.
You still learn from the mistakes. What in particular do you feel as a player you did learn the other night?
Obviously we give away poor goals at crucial times in the game. I think at half time we thought we could still have a good chance of going through the cup tie, and then we conceded such a crucial time straight after the second half, and I think obviously those errors have cost us and put us out of the cup.
Do you feel those are mistakes that you haven't made so far this season, or that you haven't been punished for so far this season?
I think obviously we've conceded goals in the league this season as well, but I think that there was a difference in maybe the pace of St Johnstone's counter-attack, but I don't see a great gulf in class between the St Johnstone and the teams we've been playing regularly in the league. So I think obviously we've cost ourselves by giving away poor goals, but I don't think we'll change the way we play.
How has this management regime reacted to defeat in comparison to the previous one?
Every manager's got their different ways of dealing with a loss, and we've analysed it, we've gone over it, and we've put it behind us, and we'll try and learn from it and look forward to the next game. It's good that there's a game 3 or 4 days later, and that's the best thing about football. You can always put it right the next week.
The manager was talking about the central midfield and the central defence, which is against St Johnstone, where they seem to cause a lot of damage. You play maybe higher up the midfield, but when you're playing in this team, do you feel there is enough protection behind you in those areas of the pitch?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the way we want to play. I think it's a brave way of playing football. We want to play expansive. Everyone has praised our fullbacks about how well they've done, and we want them to attack. And obviously there is times when maybe we do become vulnerable at the back, but that's the way we want to play. We want to be brave, we want to play in the front foot, and we want to attack teams.
Is it worth being brave though if you are going to concede goals the way you did?
Well, I don't think we've conceded goals, a lot of goals this season, so I think what we have been doing is working, and we're not just going to change just because of one defeat.
I suppose my point is the fact that better teams will be more clinical, which obviously we saw on Tuesday. Do you feel that this team, this squad, is maybe good enough to be able to impose your will on pretty much any team you come up against?
Yeah, I think so. We've got a good squad. We've got belief. We're scoring goals, so I don't see any reason to doubt that.
Is it a style of play you can take all the way through to the Premiership?
Yeah, we'll soon see. I think it has us top of the league at the moment, so hopefully it can.
In terms of if and when you get to the Premiership next season?
Yeah, well, obviously that's another time. We're not even thinking that far. We're just thinking of Morton and trying to do the best we can there.
Has the manager been reminding you of all the things that you've been doing well? Because I suppose in the bigger picture it's 1 defeat out of 12.
I don't think he needs to. I think we know what we've done well. We know what our strengths are, and we'll try and use them to our abilities on every game, and that starts with Morton.
On a personal note, how would you assess your own start this season?
Yeah, I'm happy with how my form is. I try and help the team as much as I can when called upon.
Are you enjoying playing with the likes of Adua and players like that?
Yeah, obviously it's a style of football that I enjoy playing in. You get a lot of touches and you get the ball a lot to feet, and I really enjoy playing in this team, and I think that comes from winning games. When you're winning games, you enjoy it, and we've won a lot of games.
How much does the system help? Because it seems that whether it's you or anyone else, it's very easy to slot in and out of it if you're playing one week and not the next.
Yeah, obviously I think the manager likes to use the squad, and it keeps everyone fresh and it keeps everyone on their toes, and that can only benefit us throughout the season. It's a long season, and that can only benefit us.
And does everyone know exactly that, it's a kind of position, the responsibilities on that position doesn't matter who the person is, everyone knows the same job that needs carried out?
Not everyone knows exactly what's required of them yet.
Who's particularly impressed you in the Rangers side this season?
I wouldn't say any individuals in particular. I don't think it's fair to single out anyone. I think as a unit we've looked. There's been a big turnover in players, and I think we're only 3 months in, and it does take time for players to gel. And I think the new players that came in have hit the ground running, and I think that's credit to how the club have handled bringing them in.
Have you noticed a difference in the managerial style in this regime compared to the one you were at previously?
Every manager's got different styles. I don't think there's one that's got the same style as another. I think every team's different. Every manager wants to play a certain way, and that's the same no matter what league or what level you're at.
What does Mark stress, perhaps more than previous managers you've played under?
I don't know if he stresses something different. Obviously, what things that's said in the change rooms and what we want to work on and what we want to do sometimes needs to stay in the change rooms. But I think you can take a look at the games yourself and see how the manager wants the team to play, and I think you can judge it for yourselves.
Is it a much more enjoyable way of playing for you personally?
No, that would be disrespectful for the previous regime. Obviously, I'm enjoying my football at the moment. I think that comes from winning games, and all the lads are the same.
What have you made of Morton so far?
Yeah, well, they had a good result in the cup, and they'll be on a high from that. So we know what to expect.
Obviously, a club like Rangers wants to have a good run in the Cups every season, but given that it looks like you're going to win promotion this season, how much are these games against higher opposition being used as preparation for next season?
Well, that only comes from obviously doing well in the Cups, and obviously it was disappointing the other night, but we'll look to the other Cups to try and bounce back in those. But I think we're concentrating in the league and we won't get too far ahead of ourselves.
Look at Dumbarton, last week. Is that the kind of blueprint you expect now when you go to places like Morton? It's going to be very much up to you guys to break them down.
Yeah, I think so. I think we've earned that respect. I think teams are frightened to come out against us because we've put 4 and 5 goals past certain teams, and they will take a cautious approach, but I think we're good enough to deal with that.